Good morning. This is breakfast today. It's a Factor 75 dried tomato chicken um, with a side of zucchini zoodles. Hey, so this is lunch for today. This is a chipotle rubbed pork chop from Factor 75. Um, just got back from the dentist. Didn't get great news, but I'll talk about that later.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back outside. Sorry about the torn shirt. This is my pajama shirt. Nothing fancy, obviously. So a little update about today. I went into the dentist. First I went to in I don't know how you pronounce it, endodontist, I think. Endodontist. And that was to evaluate an infection that was in my tooth. The tooth that the infection is next to had a root canal done back in 2016, 8 years ago. Um, there was one root canal where I remember the dentist saying that he missed a root. He said sometimes that happens. So I had on my mind that perhaps that was causing me a problem. Maybe this was the tooth. I think I've only had 2 root canals done. So I was thinking that was possibly the tooth that had the root canal or the root still. But the dentist that I saw today confirmed that it most likely is not. They did an x-ray. It was more than just an x-ray. I forget what it's called. But anyway, they looked at the tooth. And my infection is actually on the side of the tooth and not the root. Um, so upon further inspection, they see that the tooth is actually fractured. Um, so that means they can't save the tooth. So they have to pull it. And I don't even say it's. Actually, I forget. I think it's. I think it's this tooth. I think it's that tooth. Tooth 13. But so anyway, they got to pull the tooth. And that means I'll have a gap there. And if you just leave a gap, your other teeth will shift. So I don't want to ruin my teeth beyond how they are currently. My teeth aren't ruined, but I just don't want them to look worse. So anyway, that means I have the option of getting a bridge where they basically file down the 2 surrounding teeth, and then they create this fake tooth, 3 fake teeth that basically bridge across the gap. I'm not sure if I explained that well, but one tooth on one side of this bad tooth is completely untouched, so I was like, the tooth is fine. And then the other tooth, I think, has a filling. Um, so they said because of that, because the teeth are pretty good around it, um, they recommended not getting the bridge and getting an implant instead. So an implant basically means the surgical center that I have to go to will extract the tooth, and then once they do that, they'll uh, put a bone, I guess where the tooth came from, a bone inlay, I think they might have called it. And it's kind of weird because the bone comes from a cadaver, they said. So it's going to be some dead person, obviously, their bone. So that's kind of weird. I didn't know they did that. So once they put the bone in there, my jaw has to heal and I guess accept the bone. And once that's healed, so at the same time, they may also put the post, the actual implant where the tooth will go. Just kind of depends on how my jaw is, I guess, how my bone is. Like if there's still enough remaining, they might do it, or we might have to wait for it to heal. Then do the implant, the post in like 3 to 4 months, I think. And then once the post is in where it should be, that's when I'll go to not the surgical center, but my regular dentist. and they'll do the exterior, basically all the exterior work of the tooth restoration. So they'll put the new tooth on the post, basically. So, does not sound like fun. Um, I guess I feel kind of neutral about it. It's like I'm glad I found that my tooth was infected prior to it getting any worse. And like I said, I don't have any pain right now. But I definitely am glad that I'm not waiting for the infection to infect other parts of my mouth or go deeper into my sinuses or something, because that would be bad and probably a lot more painful to correct that. So, it's good. I'm taking care of this quickly. I go to the surgical center for them to evaluate me Monday the 15th. Um, then we'll schedule the actual procedure. Um, so, only bad thing is it's going to be a few thousand. By few, I mean probably $4,000 to $5,000 to do this, which that sucks because I wanted to focus on paying off debt, and well, imagine that it has to wait now. So if I don't get out of debt completely this year, I'm going to be pissed, honestly. I will get out of debt this year. I wanted to buy a new camera for my trip. I'm not sure if I told you that I have a trip planned to the UK in September. But I'm determined to pay off this debt like I'm determined to lose this weight. So it's, I don't know. I'll wait on purchasing the camera that I probably don't really need. The camera and lens, that was probably around $4,000 to $5,000. So I'll wait on buying that because I really want to get out of debt. And I guess I do feel stressed about it. Eating wise, today I did feel pretty hungry. Well, actually, just today, well, a few minutes ago, I was in my kitchen and I kept going to the fridge, just looking in the fridge for stuff to eat. And I told myself, I just had that Factor 75 meal. I don't know. Well, I had it at 2, so it was almost 3 hours ago. I just had that meal and I'm not really hungry. I had a bag of chips also, the keto chips. Probably shouldn't have eaten those because I wasn't even craving it. I mean, it sounded kind of good, but I wasn't hungry. I still ate the whole bag of chips, 4 servings. Probably didn't need that. But I noticed that I'm just wanting to eat food, and I guess it's because I'm stressed. I mean, I don't think I'm that stressed about it. I mean, it sucks, and I'm not happy about it. So I guess I'm probably also stressed. But, like, I'm not worrying about it like I usually would. I'm glad that I'll get the infected tooth out and the infection will clear up. So I'm happy about that. But I'm sure it's probably also stressing me out. So I think maybe that's making me want to eat. And I do feel a little achy for some reason. That just started like maybe 2 hours ago, 2 or 3 hours ago. Kind of when I ate the chips. Like I said, they were almond chips, almond flour, chips made of almond flour, so they were keto friendly. It's not like I ate carbs and now I'm feeling achy. But, so I don't know, this achiness, how it comes and goes, I feel it in my head too. I haven't been drinking enough water today. So I don't know if maybe it's my lack of water intake that's making me feel achy. It's probably also stress because like I feel a little like a slight headache. So I don't know. Of course, no one will ever wants to deal with teeth issues. I don't want to deal with this right now. It's like I was just focused on paying off some debt. And now I have this. So, I don't know, it's aggravating. It's like you try to get ahead, and it's always something to set you back. But I guess I should be glad that I've got the money to pay for this tooth. So, my eye is twitching also. I don't know if you can see it. My eyes been twitching more lately. I don't know if it's because of this tooth. The doctor said the nerve could affect the eye, which makes sense. So I don't know if that's it or just my eyes always kind of twitched, especially when I'm stressed. So who knows? This week though, I'm sorry, I'm tired and can't really keep my eyes open. This week, the diet, I mean, I've been staying on keto, low carb. Um, so I haven't really cheated with anything. This past weekend, I went out with my family to that German restaurant. I had like a bite or two of the pretzel roll. I dipped that in the beer cheese. That stuff was really good. The beer cheese was good. I'm trying to think what actually came with the beer cheese. My cousin ordered the beer cheese. Oh, it was a pretzel. Yeah, just a. I want my phone keeps going up before. So I came with the pretzel and I tried that. That was pretty good. And then I ordered the sausage with some sort of tomato sauce. I'm sure the tomato sauce probably had sugar in it, but it's not like I ate a lot of it. I mean, it was just a sauce over the sausage, so it wasn't that bad. If I had to guess, I would probably say it was under 15 carbs, if that. I don't think it's even that high. So I think I'm doing pretty good with keto. But I still feel, for some reason, I just feel it in my body that I feel that bloatedness. I feel like I'm not losing weight right now. I think just because of I've been worried about this tooth, so that's been on my mind mostly. Been luckily I know now what actually has to be done, whereas before, I'm wondering, do I need another root canal? I didn't want a root canal. Come to find out, that probably would have been the better route, a root canal. I mean, it would have been. Now the tooth has to be pulled and a fake tooth built, so root canal would have been preferred. But that's not the problem with it, so it has to be pulled. So I'm glad I found out rather than wondering. So I don't know. It is stressing me out, I guess. But I think after this, I'm just going to watch some TV, try to relax. I don't know. I keep craving food for some reason. I'm craving protein. Like, I'd love to have a steak, right? Grilled steak right now, or like chicken skewers, grilled chicken skewers. So at least I'm craving protein as opposed to carbs. Lately, I haven't really had a strong craving for like cakes. Usually I'll crave any type of cake, cupcake, Danish, stuff like that, but I haven't really had those cravings. So it's more craving protein. Excuse me. So, I don't know. I thought about making a burger, but maybe I'll make a burger. I don't know. A keto burger. I'm not hungry, but I am craving food. I think typically I wouldn't eat right now, but with the way I feel, I'm being stressed. My body craving protein. Maybe it needs it. I don't know. I got some frozen patties in the freezer that maybe I'll cook one or two up and make a burger out of it. Single or double burger. But yeah, about this weigh-in this Friday. I have a feeling I'm probably not going to lose anything. I'm hoping it's not a gain, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should be more positive about it, but like I said, I can feel it in my body when I'm losing and not losing. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a weight loss week. So, biggest thing is to, I don't know, just keep pushing through. I know that this tooth setback's only temporary. Could be much worse. Could be, you know, a lot worse of a problem for me, but I can handle it. Hopefully the whole extraction and implant goes well. So anyway, I guess that's probably about it for now. Just wanted to update you what was going on. Like I said, I go back to the dentist on Monday, so I'll see what they say and when I'm going to schedule the actual extraction. So this weekend I have my last of this class, improv, on Saturday. It's the showcase. If you're in my area, feel free to stop by and check it out. It's at Spitfire Comedy Club in St. Petersburg. You Google it, you can find it. I don't know what the address is. So it's this Saturday at 11:30. Like 11:30 to 1:30. If you're in the area and want to stop by, support me and the group, that'd be cool. They are going to record it, so I'll have... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll actually post that recording here in this channel. Maybe one of my other channels. Yeah, probably my Family Archive channel. I'll post it there. I think that channel is... You can find that channel through my featured channels in this channel. I got 2 other channels, so you can find those there. So, yeah, I'll probably post it there. Alright, I think that'll be it for now. Thanks for checking out videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers to start monetizing this channel. Need to pay for my tooth. So I did start a Patreon. I just signed up. Well, I had one, but I kind of converted it over to a creator account. So I haven't actually looked at it yet. I'm trying to think why I even wanted to... Oh, because there's a video that YouTube wouldn't let me post. So I thought I could maybe post other more unfiltered videos there. I'll think about it. May not happen soon. I'm just kind of worn out right now. So once I get this tooth figured out and get myself back on track, I'll maybe look into that some more. But alright, you guys have a good night.